Namaste everyone there. How are you today? So hope you all are desperately waiting for today's topic. So I think you all know what is the topic for today. It's a reading text and it's a bit technical one. So and it's a text about email and creating an email ID. So how many of you have emails, or how many of you know email, and how many of you have email ID? If you have not, so you'll get lots of ideas about emails and creating an email today. So are you ready? So before we go through the reading text, so here in the exercise book, here are some questions. So please have a look on the slide if you don't have book. The first question is, list the words that occur frequently while sending and receiving emails. So emails isn't like a message you send through computer. So now here see, list now what are the words, or let's say phrases, which are most commonly used while sending and receiving emails. If you have email ID, so you might have known, so you must have known what are they. So I think you already have started guessing what are they. So what are they? Let's see. Are these the words that you have guessed? So words and phrases most commonly used means what are they? Dear, so we say dear sir or dear friend, regards, with kind regards, attachments, thank you, looking forward to, so etc. There could be many more. So however, these are the most commonly used, or let's say most frequently used words or phrases, or you could have different list as well, or some additional words in the list. Now you can share it with your friends. So now here some common expressions are also, I have collected some common expressions which we could use. So what are they? They are, please find the attachment, I am forwarding the document or image, message or email to you, looking forward to hearing from you soon, which is less formal. And the other one, I look forward to your reply. When you wait for others' reply, then you use this expression. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Hope to hear from you soon. So these are the most frequently used expressions, and we also saw some words and common expressions. Okay, next. Now, before we deal with reading text, there are some questions ahead. So what are they? What is the text about? So what is the text about? Obviously, it's a text about email and creating an email ID. So it's already written on the board. What does email stand for? Means what is the full form of email? How many of you know its full form? Let's see. And what kinds of messages are distributed electronic via email? Means through email, what kinds of messages? So what is text about email and creating email? Email stands for electronic mail, yes. And what kinds of messages are distributed electronic? It could be both formal and informal. Now let's get started about reading the email, about email and creating an email. So electronic, shall I start? Okay, here we go. Electronic mail is most commonly referred as email or email. It's a full form, electronic mail, because we use electricity there. Electronic mail is most commonly referred, means it is known as, the short form is email or email. Its full form is electronic mail. Email generally refers to a method, process of exchanging digital messages from a sender to one or more recipients. So exchanging means you exchange in the act of changing one thing or for another thing, and digital means simply data. Just remember, it's a data. Means what do? We exchange, or let's say I send, suppose if you want to send, or if you send message to others, you also get message in return. That is process. The act of changing one thing from another is called exchanging digital data. And messages from a sender to one or more recipients. If required, you can send the same message, or let's say same photos or the same email message to more than one receivers. Recipients means receivers. Okay, it is distributed by electronic means from one computer user to one or more recipients via network. Some network means an interconnected systems, means computers are interconnected with one another. Okay, so because of that connection, what happens, it's means we send email message to from one person to other person. It is claimed that people started sending and receiving email from 1990, in the first date, or let's say the first when did people first start using, means sending and receiving email? So from 1993. However, it has recently been popular in our country. So today's email systems are based on store and forward model. So it means that you can store, you can write message for some time, or let's say you can write message and you can store it for some time, and you can forward, means you can send it later. So it's called store and forward model, means you store it first and then you forward it, and that's called a model, store and forward model. So email servers accepts, forward, deliver and store messages. So server means a computer or program to manage network. So it's a system, or let's say it's a program in computer. So what does email do? Email servers accepts. Okay, accept means we receive, they receive, means servers receive message, and forward, it delivers to someone. Forward means if you want to send the same message to other, that is called forwarding, and you deliver it to someone, and you can store it for future purpose. So these are the functions means email servers do. So accepting, forwarding, delivering and storing messages. Now next, neither the users nor their computers are required to be online simultaneously. Simultaneous means if two things happen at the same time, that act is called simultaneous act, means two things happening at the same time. Okay, and online means connected to a computer network, means it's not necessary. When you want to send email, it's not necessary that the recipient should be online at the same time. You can send it, and when the receivers is online, then they will get the message at that time. So it's not necessary that they should be online simultaneously, means at the same time. Next, they need to connect to a server for as long as it takes to send or receive messages. Now it's not necessary that you need to be online, or let's say it should be connected to the server. Once you are done typing the message, then you can be online at that time. It means you can be connected with a server. Later they need to connect to a server for as long as it takes to or receive messages. Is that clear? Thus, an email is an information and communication technology. Now we collect information, we type information, okay, and then we communicate later, or let's say after we are done with the information, then we communicate it. That's why it's called information and communication technology. In this technology, users use emails differently based on how they think about it. Means we have in this technology, users means now who uses it, senders, okay, or let's say receivers, they use emails differently. So for example, friends they use emails for sending messages, for sending photos. Journalists, they use emails for writing, or let's say sending business letters. Is that clear? Okay. Journalism for writing news. Sorry, journalists, they send emails for sending news. Business person, they send emails for business purpose. So it means it is based on how they think about it, or how they need it. What is their necessity? There are many software platforms. Okay, software platforms means a program stored on the computer to perform particular task, and platform is all these things like Gmail, Hotmail, you might have heard. Yes, so right, Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, Mail, Outlook, all these are platforms, software platforms available to send and receive messages. So popular emails, these are popular email platforms. Okay students, so there is one extended reading text that is about creating an email ID. So if you now, once you know what is an email, you need to know how to create an email ID as well. Maybe most of you or some of you already have an email ID. However, now here is a reading text about creating an email ID, which will make you easier to create an email ID. Let's see the steps. The first one is, first what does it say? Let us learn about creating a new email ID or email address using Gmail. So we have different platforms. So Gmail is one of them. So you have to follow the following instructions first. Now what is first? What is the first step? So it is a step, means steps are given here. First, what you need to do, you need to open a web browser. So what do you mean a browser? So it's a program on the computer. If you want to find something, some information about something, so we use browser. So the browsers are Internet Explorer, Google Chrome or Mozilla, etc. So now after you do it, after you open, so you can find it, so you can click start a button and you can click, and you can open web browser, and then once you open the web browser, what you need to do, you need to write in the address bar. You'll get a rectangular address bar where you need to write, you should write www.gmail.com, as we are creating Gmail ID. Okay, so it is one of the software platforms. So www.gmail.com, and then what do we do? Now click, you will get an options. So create an account. You will see the options. After you want, please try. Click on create an account. After you click on, what you will get, create an account. Means you need to click create an account option, and then what happens, button, you will get a window image with create your Google account. So these are the steps that you have to follow, that you should follow while creating a Gmail account. Now next one, now you will get different bars there. So what you need to write there, you will get the place to write your name. On the left hand side, on the right hand side, you will see your last name, and the usernames come there, okay, and password, all these things comes, and you need to, it means fill in the details, means you need to fill these details, your name, last name, password, username, okay. And here the username is desired user ID which you want to create. If your name is Munu Joshi, then you can write Munu and then Joshi, and that username comes in that username bar. Okay. After filling all the details, after you fill all the things, what comes? Click on next button. So at the bottom you will see, on the right hand side at the bottom you will see next step. Okay, now you need to click that next step button. After next step, it will ask for phone number for verification, and then you need to enter your phone number. After you enter your phone number, so you will get a call, so on your phone, and they will tell you, or let's say you will get verification number, and what you need to do, verification code, and you need to enter that verification code. After once you enter your phone number, you will get verification code. Okay, so now your ID is almost created. It means you are done with your purpose, that is creating an email ID. There is an option for uploading your image. Now dear students, it is not a compulsory step. However, if you wish, you could follow this. Means this is an option there is an option. If you want to upload your photo, upload means transfer a file, means it means transferring your photo, okay, to a central computer from a smaller computer, that is uploading, I know, the photo rakhne. If you want, you can upload your image. Finally click on next step button, you will get your inbox on the screen. Okay, now congratulations. The reading text says you have created your Gmail ID. Use it to exchange. Now, what are the purposes? To exchange messages, documents, images, photos, pictures, whatever you wish, you can do with Gmail ID. Okay, dear students, now today we learned about email and also how to create a Gmail account. Your next step, now we have to do some exercises. The first one is put the phonemic transcription of the following words as they occur in a dictionary. Means you might have taken sound class, so in your previous classes. So phonemic transcription means how the words are pronounced. Okay, so how do they sound? So what is the first one? The first one is given in your book, that is exchange. So please have a look. I am pasting this on the board. I am putting this on the board, okay? So, what we need to do here? The first exercise says that we have to put the phonemic transcription of the following words as they occur in dictionary. So, you know the dictionary, so where we look for different purposes, meaning, word class, how do they pronounce, uses, is that clear? Now here you need to know how they are pronounced, phonemic exchange. The first one is given in your book. How it is done or how they are pronounced. Okay, change. So exchange, this is already given in your book. So it is cha sound. The next one, distribute. So how it is pronounced? It is put within two slashes. Distribute. Okay, distribute. So phonemic transcription of this word is distribute. And what is the other one? Platform. Platform. S is there. Forms. Jaw sound. Okay. And what is this one? ID. ID means ID card, identification card. ID. And the other one is upload. I'm writing here. Upload. Is that clear? Upload. And the other one is digital. Okay, and the last one is means. Okay, now here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 transcripts. Oh, sorry, and is left here. Exchange, change. So, exchange, distribute, platforms, ID, upload, digital, means. Okay, we have other 7. So we have presented here in this paper. So let's see. So email, desire, inbox, recipient, simultaneously, okay, and image, verification. So these are the phonemic transcription of the words of the list given in your book. Now let's get ready for the second exercise, that is about numbering. Okay, put the numbers 1 to 14 against the words above to show their order as they occur in a dictionary. I think, dear students, you know alphabetical order. So alphabetical means how the letters, so A to Z, they come in the dictionary. So A to Z, what is the first one, what is the second one? So I think you have no problems. So in this like exercise, so however you could, like for example, there is no word that starts with A, no words that start with B, C, D, but we have how many words? 3 words. Yeah, we have 3 words. It means now the first letters are matching, means they are the same, and then it means now we need to go with the second letter. So I is there, I, E, means E comes first before I. So it means it is the first word. Okay, first word desire, D, and then now we have 2. We have 2 means now the second letter is the same. The letters are the same, I. Now we need to go with the third one, S and G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. It means G comes before S. That's why it's number 2 and this one 3. Yes. Now after D, A, B, C, D, E, D, E. Now E, how many words there? So it's email and exchange. Now let's see. So email and exchange. So E, now first letter, same letter. So that's why we go with the second one. Email, M, I, J, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. It means it is the fourth one. So 1, 2, 3, it's 4 and it's 5. I think students, you know the process how to do this exercise. Hope you will do well. So please do it yourself later. So I would like to tell you this, this to do as your homework. So let's go with number C. Are you ready? So number C, what does C say? C say find out the number of syllables each word has. So put a stress mark where necessary. What is a stress mark is? So stress mark, you see a little mark there. So either over the word, over the syllable or before the syllable, and that stress syllable is pronounced louder, longer than the surrounding syllable. Is that clear? So for example, exchange is there. Exchange is there, and where does the syllable fall? It's fall here in a saw sound. Now saw sound is produced louder, longer than other surrounding syllables. Okay, I think you know how to count syllable. So you can just count like exchange. Okay, 2 syllable. Exchange. Is that clear? And I think you can count it. So it's again your homework. If you have any confusion, you can consult or you can take the help of your teacher as well as dictionary. It's not very tough. Just you will see it's a stress mark. Okay. Now next one. Check the meanings of the words above in the dictionary and write them next to each word. It's again your homework. Next one, reading and ordering. So we went through the other reading text that was about creating an email ID. This exercise is related to that. So what does it say? Read the text again. Now you have to go through the text about creating an email ID and rearrange the following instructions as they actually happen while creating a new Gmail account. So let's see these statements there, instructions or set of steps there. They are not in an order. Click on create an account, open a web browser. Browser means that Mozilla, Internet Explorer, right? So write in the address bar www.gmail account, fill in the details, fill in all the details, click on next step. Your ID is almost created. There is an option for uploading your image. Now you will get a window to fill up your details. After next step, it will ask for phone number for verification. Enter your cell number and click on next step button. You will get your inbox. Click on. Now do you think they are in an order? Obviously not. So instructions. Now you have to see, you have to now rearrange them, you have to order them. So hope students you all are very busy now, so rearranging these statements here. Okay, let's see. So are the work that you have done, is the work that you have for ordering is like this or not? The first one, open a web browser. Is this your option? Open a web browser, write in address bar www.gmail.com. If you remember, what did we do? We open a web browser and then we we saw that the step is about writing in the address bar www.gmail.com, and then we will click on the second step is clicking on create an account. Third one, now you will get a window to fill up your details like name, last name, phone number, okay. Fill in the details and, sorry, not phone number, your name, last name, first name, last name, address, okay, all these things. Now fill in the details. After you open up that window, what do? You fill the details. After filling the details, click on next step buttons that you will find at the bottom of the same page, and after next step what you will see, you have to enter your phone number and then you will get verification code and you have to enter the verification code, okay. Enter your cell number and click on next bottom, you will get your inbox. Now click on next and your ID is almost created, and the and then what do? This is an optional step. So this is there is an option for uploading your image. Okay, hope students you did well. So now the last work is about question answer. So what is an email? When did people, the first question is what is an email? It's very easy. So just you can find these the questions of the answers of these questions in the text. So what is email? When did people start using email? And the third one is write down the role of email in communication. List all the software platforms mentioned in the text. And the last question is what is needed to send and receive email? Okay, students, I have highlighted here the all the answers here, so it will be very easier for you. Okay, read and answer. It's 3A. So what is email? So where do you find its answer? See. So the text again, please, students. So email generally refers to a method of exchanging digital messages from a sender to one or more recipients. So how do you answer it? What is an email? Answer: email is a method of exchanging digital messages, exchanging digital messages, so from a sender to, from a sender to one or more recipients. Is that clear? It's very simple answer. Now next one. When did people start using it? The line is very clear. The answer is very clear there. People started sending and receiving email from 1993. When did people start using email? People started. Did start means started. People started using email from 1993 or since 1993. Next one. Write down the role of emails. Means why do we use emails? Emails. What is the role of write down the role of email in communication? So means what does email do? So email, write down the role of emails. Number C. So email servers, or let's say email. So through emails we send, accept, or let's say email servers what accepts, forward, deliver and store messages. Okay. What does email do? Accept, forward, deliver, store messages. Now the second last question. List all the software platforms. It's very easy. The answer is there. Platforms. Do you remember what are they? Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook, and there are many others. So list all the software platforms. So some, or let's say some software platforms, software platforms are, what are they? So just copy down. It's Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook, is there anything left? And many others, or etc. Number E, or let's say last one. What is needed to send and receive email? What is needed? What do you think we need? What do you think we need? So we need to connect to a server for for sending and receiving messages, or to send and receive messages. We need to, what do we need? What is needed? Or let's say network is needed, no? Or let's say connection to a server. A connection to a server is needed to send and receive messages. Okay, or let's messages or email messages, or email. Let's not change the word. So it's a one. Sorry, I double I triple I V and V. Okay, dear students, we learned today about email. What is email? It's an electronic mail, and what is needed. Network is needed. We need to. It's not necessary that we need to be online for sending emails. So we can do various things. We can send emails. We can upload photos. Yeah, we can attach documents, forward documents, deliver documents, photos, everything. And then we also saw how to create an email ID. No, so we saw an example, or let's say an example of, or let's say it's given on your book about creating a Gmail account. So I think if you don't have an email account, you can, I think when after this class you will be able to create a Gmail account, or let's say other account as well. It's very simple. Okay, students, if you have any queries, any questions, please do not hesitate to take help from your friends, and please watch this class again if you have any further confusions. Thank you for joining me, for being with me. See you again. Thank you. Namaste.